mean, it's like somewhat interesting, and some people would tune in even if they don't know.
Count it down. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Whoa.
I'll eat both those things.
What?
I would eat both of those things.
Okay.
No doubt.
So as to not take up all of Adam's memory on his camera. Hello. I'm I'm going to now briefly summarize my thoughts and feelings on the Flare experience that I had today. I walked up to a booth where it was the Cox booth, Cox Communications or whatever, and they had a video game thing, and I being a guy who liked video games, decided to ask the gentleman next to the stand if I could play video games, and he said yes. And what they were advertising was a service called Flare, and the way the guy described it is Netflix for video games. So it's essentially their video game streaming service. The stigma with video game streaming is that, you know, because of the latency, the lag between where they're streaming the video game from and your, you know, home connection, because there's a delay, it's too hard to do. You know, video games are like an interactive medium where you need to be able to have that immediate response, so it doesn't really work. I played it. I played Batman Arkham Asylum for a little bit, just because it's a game I'm familiar with. Unfortunately, I only got to do like the intro part, so I didn't actually play any gameplay. I was just walking around. But it was pretty cool. It was indeed very laggy. But the guy at the kiosk said that you know, like there was a really bad internet connection in the Phoenix Comicon show floor, which I agree with. It's very hard to get an internet connection down there. So I can't say that I blame him exactly. Their pricing for it is, they say it's free for the first month and then $10 a month after that. And you can, like Netflix, it's actually relatively similar to Netflix because you play however many games you want, as long as you pay your $10 subscription every month. And the library of games is actually, I didn't look through the entire thing, but it's actually pretty solid. They advertise that they've got 100 plus games. They had, I think, Batman Arkham Origins and the DLC. That came out, what, like a year or two ago? So not cutting edge, but I mean, neither is Netflix, and I'm fine with that. They give you this silly little controller that you can use to play all the games because they're, you know, from a bunch of different platforms. But anyway, it's cool. I'm going to try it, and hopefully it is not too laggy, but it's interesting. It's interesting. This is recording, right?
The verdict is interesting.
The verdict is interesting. Yeah. But anyway.
Make some noise.
But I think there's more to living in the future.